We're in Indescribable again. All right, if you haven't been following along, the last two videos have been on doing the leaves and the flower. And I figured, hey, you've been with me this long, we might as well just roll it on out and finish this up together. So I have done some of the extra little components in here, but I thought I'd wait now and do some with you. So let's start right down here. So zoom that in for you. And I started it with my palm leaf Crayola pencil. And I very quickly just colored the whole thing. Now I'm not going to go all the way to the tip, so I guess it's not the whole thing. I left room at that tip so I could bring in my second color. And again, if you've been following along, you know all the colors already. But anyway, that was palm leaf. Then I'm going to move to my second color, which is jade green. And I'm going to come in and do in these little V's. Just add a little bit more color in there. And just in case I forget to say it later, I generally come back with my lightest color as a blender. And then right through here. Now notice I didn't go all the way. That's because I'm going to come in with my third color, which is olive. And again, these are Crayola. And I'm going to get that right there. And then I also decided that I would use the olive on each of these little stripes. I imagined this to be a leaf that is not yet unfurled, unrolled, opened up. So that's why I decided to do that. Okay, moving along, let's go to this. And you can see there's the other one that I had done because this is all mirrored. All right, so I'm going to start with my lightest green again. And do you see this little area there? I decided that was background. I don't know. That's what I took it as. So I'm going to do my lightest green here. And you can see I'm going around this little circle thing. I did go ahead and take a glitter gel pen. And it was this with no brand listed on it. So, don't know. But that is not green. I'll just tell you right now. It was more of a silver. And then the other color I used, this is by Sargent. And I did it for like this area here, and then around here and the center. And then that green color that's more of a silver is around that part. So, lest I forget to tell you that later. All right, so because I've used the same three greens, I am still just trying to make sure that these cross over each other in different ways. So if I did that for this green, right, then this next green is going to be my second shade, which we've already said is jade. So the jade green would be here. And then I'm going to leave at the very ends for the next one. So now I'm going to take this jade and bring it up through here. And just blend that in. And I can actually go a little darker right here because this is behind this. That line right there. So I'm going to go ahead and make that just a little bit darker. Adds a little bit of interest. Now I'm going to go to my darker green, my olive, and then I'll do it here also. And see how it just leaves that little light area. Going back to the second green. And you know you can always pause or slow down if you're really coloring along with me. and do these elements around on the page. So, and then to the darkest, because that's tucked up underneath. Okay, let's look at this leaf. I did forget and go ahead and do this one all the way around. I forgot to leave one undone. But what I did was I took my medium green, did the whole thing, and then used the darker down here at the tips. Same thing I'm fixing to do right here. I'm going to take this medium shade, the Jade, and just get the whole thing. Same thing here, whole thing, especially at the tip. I'm heavy-handed, so I'm really going at it. Then to my darker, and I'm going to do what connects to the stem. And then because this is underneath, I'm going to go ahead and do it too. But I'm going to fade out quickly because I still want that little area right there that's just a little bit lighter. Then on this one, I'll do this tip just a little where it's tucked underneath, just barely, just blending there. And then I'll get this end. Get that color in there. All right, so now I'm looking around to see what else I can show you. Big leaf, okay? I'm going to use my middle shade, which is Jade for me. Get this all done. Get this page finished up today. If you're looking for a good coloring book group to join on Facebook, there's a group called Coloring Books Keep It Clean. It's just clean, fun pages, no skulls, witches, curse words, stuff like that. And but Coloring Books Keep It Clean, I will tell you, it is for women only. Yeah, so it's just like a little safe place. We're like a little family. And then I took my darkest shade here. We do little monthly challenges that are just for fun. I don't think I've come up with next month's challenge yet. I'm still thinking on that. Okay, then I'm going to do the medium here. Maybe this is the one that I had left to show. I don't know. Anyway, the leaves I've kind of done the same, just the medium and then the dark up at the tip. And that's totally different than I had done all these other leaves that you see through here. They're the lightest color and then the medium color on the tip. Okay, now all these little florally things. See, if you remember, I was going to do this page in blue, green, and yellow. And then I decided, let's just go with green and yellow. So now I'm coming back with my lightest shade. And I'm going to do all the little ball areas. Just those tips. By not doing the whole thing, it just allows extra tooth in the paper to be able to pick up the other pencils. Now I'm going to come in with the medium and come down. Yeah, I'm having to find a way that I can get my arm in here because I'm not turning my book. And I'm going to do this edge just a smidge because it's tucked underneath. And see, now I'm going to go back and blend because that didn't blend real good for me. I'll work on that later. Lots of rain here. It is actually Sunday, probably a week before you view this, because I'm really trying to get some videos made up ahead of time. And it is just raining. I think we're supposed to get rain for the next 8 days. So, which we need the rain, but my husband's doing a wedding on Friday night, and it's supposed to be raining. So now let's look and see what else. Okay, this flower right here. Let's go look at it on the other side. I went ahead and did the base with yellow. All right, now I'm going to come in with golden yellow, and I'm going to do what would be like the little bits in here, okay, behind the dark line, because that's where the shading would be. The little bit down here, and then behind the darkest line. And then I'm going to do there. All right, next color is Harvest Gold, still with the Crayola pencils. Whoops, broke the little tip off that I pressed so hard. So just getting in those V's, this V area here, and then lighter touch as I go up into that. Okay, so into the V, to the V. Actually, I can come all the way through there, and that's just going to give it a little bit more depth. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the darkest one and do just these tips here, just in the very, very corners. It's not going to show up just a whole lot, but we don't need it to be a whole lot. We need just enough to draw the eye down in there. I'm going to come back with my lightest shade. Okay, for you that don't know, the Harvest Gold, and then the brown I used was light brown. Okay. Let's see if there's anything now that I've missed. So, looking at the piece, a lot of times, because I know we can come back and look at the book like 2 or 3 days later, maybe even a week or a month later, and go, oh, I totally forgot that. Well, to keep us from forgetting that, I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go around. Okay, something I didn't tell you all was all of these little bits, I just picked a green. I actually picked my middle green and colored them all of these. Okay, and then something I did after I colored them, and I think this is the one I left for an example, I come in with my darkest. See how that line goes? So there's just a little bit of shading here. See, it was ever so slightly, but it's just that little bit of shading. Okay, and then, oh, right here, I just did the Harvest Gold. Is that what this is? Yeah, Harvest Gold. And then right on that inside, I used the light brown. Did that all the way around. Now something I am seeing is I had done gold on all the stripes and the little balls, and I missed doing right here. So I'm just going to do that. Now I leave the gel pen till last, and I work my way down the page because I want to be able to walk away from it and not drag my hand into it. Okay? And I already did all these. Yeah, they're glittery to me. I don't know how glittery they are to you. And I'm looking around to see if there's anything else. And I may or may not find something else later. Who knows? Okay, the yellow right here. So in keeping my hand out of, what did I just do in gel? I did the outsides, so I'm okay with that. So I was going to show you this flower. So I base coated it with that first just regular yellow. Okay, did all that. Same thing on these. Then I came back with golden yellow. See, every now and then I do remember. Came back with the golden yellow then. And I'm just going through this middle section. If I come too far up, I will use all the white space, and then there won't be room to put in the next color. So then I went to the next color, which is Harvest Gold. Just coloring out. All right, and then see, what else did I do? I want to say I came through here just a little bit, just to leave a little bit more depth. That way they look like they're tucked under. I'm trying to watch where I put my hand too, so I don't go into something that we just gel penned. That's why I generally save the gel pen till last. But I remembered that this flower needed to be done. And then I will come in with the light brown and do just a little bit up here. Just a bit in those little V areas, just to tuck that color down in there. All right, so then on this little one, I came in with the second yellow and just kind of did the outside ones. Okay, and then come in with the Harvest Gold just at that base. So I kept those pretty simple. Okay, so that's those. So this one is the other one that I was going to show you. And I'm going to do the same thing that I just did here. Okay, so it's already been base coated with that yellow. Now I'm going to come in, and this is going to go behind that line, just to help have some separation between the petals. Okay, then I'm going to come in with that Harvest Gold. A good Harvest Gold or a yellow ochre is great to have on hand, especially if you're making something that you want to look, then I went to the light brown, to look like a metal, a real gold. This is how I do gold on my pages. Okay, so you can see now that one matches that one right there. Okay, so they mirror. All right, again, that's why we stop and look. The second yellow. And a little bit of that gold just down here at the base. All right, looking again to see if there's anything else. I had thought that I'd left quite a few things to show. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's go the other way. And there is the picture in its entirety. It is a very simple, basic picture, but I think I really like that about it. It's not too bold and in your face. It's got that more softer look, even though some of those greens are still quite dark. All right, well, that's all I've got for you. Yeah, I'm standing here still looking to see if there was anything else. So I'm not seeing it. If there's something else, I don't know. But yeah, so there was 2 videos before this one. And if you're wanting to color this, just like I did, you can go back and catch those. But anyway, all right, hope I get thumbs up, comments, likes, followers, etc. All the things. Okay, have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.